Hi, did you know that if you know 3,000 words in the English language, you can pretty much say everything you need to say? I'm teaching you 3,000 words in 3,000 days. Boring. This man is bored because he is not interested in this presentation. The presentation is boring. Okay? So this is the difference between the ed and the ing in a adjective. The presentation is boring, so this man is bored. Some synonyms might be uninteresting, yeah, uninteresting. That's what boring means. The meeting dragged on with each presenter speaking in a boring monotone that made it hard to stay awake. Boring monotone. Monotone, so mono means one. Monotone is that I'm not moving my voice up and down. Usually when I speak, I try to give stops and starts. I try to raise my voice and lower it. I try to put some interest in the way that my voice sounds. But if you speak in a boring, monotone voice, it will always just sound the same, and it's really hard to differentiate the words. And maybe you want to just fall asleep because you're bored. It's a boring voice. He found the book to be a boring read, despite its critical acclaim. Now, I want to point out this word despite, because this is a word that frequently gets in the way. Despite means we're talking about opposites. We are comparing two things and we're showing that they are opposite. So the book is boring. Critical acclaim is good. So boring is bad, critical acclaim is good. Despite means that I'm showing you two sides of this, and they don't necessarily go together. The boring lecture on statistics failed to engage the students, many of whom were visibly uninterested. Uninteresting is the synonym of boring. She complained about her boring routine, longing for something more exciting in her daily life. The boring conversation at the dinner party made him wish he had stayed home instead. An opposite of boring might be exciting. Another opposite is enthralling. Thrall is an old English term for slave. So if something is enthralling, then it puts you in, it's so interesting you can't escape it. You won't turn away. You are glued to it. You are stuck. You are enslaved to this idea or presentation. You are enthralled. A bore is people. If you are a bore, you are someone that when you speak, nobody listens, they fall asleep. To bore someone to tears. Hopefully, my videos don't bore you. That's how you would use it in a verb. Boring. The adjective is boring. The adverb is boringly. We used this as an adjective in most of these words, in really all of these. Boring conversation, boring routine, boring read. You know it's an adjective if it comes before a noun, okay? This is a little bit of grammar context. We have a noun here let's see, routine is a noun, and boring is the adjective that describes that noun. In English, we always put our adjectives before the noun. In most other languages, those adjectives come after the noun. So this is going to be a hard thing for many of you. Understand that this is one of those mistakes that will stop a native speaker from understanding you. There are some mistakes you can make in English that that won't stop anyone from comprehension. If you mess up the verb tense, we'll probably still understand you. If you put your adjectives after the noun, we will not understand you. So it's a big mistake, okay? So get this one right, that the adjective comes before the noun. All right. I really hope that you enjoyed this word today. I really hope that you practice it, use it every day. Use it 5 times today, even if you're just talking to yourself. The more you use it and the more it comes through your mouth, the better you will remember it, and it becomes part of your ability to speak. So good luck with your practice, and I hope to see you back in the next lesson.